The band is already in motion when danger breaks the morning silence. Hands dig urgently into cracked earth, tearing free tough roots while watchful eyes never leave the tall savanna grass. Bodies are low, knuckles brushing the ground, but tension coils through every muscle. This is not peaceful gathering. It is a race against hunger and time. One adult abruptly straightens halfway, rising onto two legs to peer above the grass. That single motion sends a ripple of alertness through the group. Something is watching them. They belong to an early hominid species close to the common ancestor of humans and apes, small-bodied, powerful climbers, yet increasingly bound to the ground. Their world is changing. Forests are thinning, savannas expanding, and survival now demands movement across open land. Food is scattered, predators many. Remaining still means death. So they gather quickly, sharing what little they find, tearing roots apart with sharp-edged stones struck only moments before. These tools are crude, but they save precious energy, slicing fibrous plants faster than teeth alone. A sudden rustle snaps every head toward the grass. A massive shape surges forward, a leopard, muscles rippling, teeth bared. Panic explodes. Children are shoved inward. Elders stumble. Instinct pulls several adults upright, arms flung wide, stones raised. They are not tall, not strong compared to the predator, but upright they appear larger, louder, unpredictable. Stones fly. One strikes the cat's shoulder. Another cracks against the earth inches from its paws. The leopard hesitates, calculating risk, then lunges anyway. The clash is chaos. One hominid is knocked aside, blood streaking their arm. Another slams a stone downward again and again, driven by raw survival. The leopard snarls, slashes, then retreats, choosing survival over injury. The savanna swallows it once more. The band stands frozen, chests heaving, shock trembling through them. They are alive, but the cost is clear. Food is scattered. Blood scents the air. They cannot stay. They move immediately, migration forced by violence. The injured adult is supported, arms hooked around shoulders, feet dragging through dust. Several members repeatedly rise onto two legs, scanning the horizon as they walk. This is not habit yet. It is strategy. Upright posture frees hands to carry gathered food, to steady the wounded, to shield the smallest. Imagine witnessing this moment, how necessity pushes bodies into new shapes, how survival experiments with form long before evolution locks it in. The sky darkens without warning. Clouds roll in thick and low. Wind whips the grass flat. Then rain crashes down, turning dust to mud in seconds. A dry channel ahead becomes a raging river. The group hesitates only a heartbeat. Behind them lies predator territory. Ahead lies risk. They choose the river. Water surges around their legs as they wade in. The current is strong. One child slips, nearly vanishing beneath brown water, but an adult lunges upright, arms stretching out, lifting the child high. Upright stance becomes lifeline. Others follow, crossing together, gripping stones for balance, bodies shaking with effort. The injured adult nearly falls, but two others brace them, standing tall despite exhaustion. They emerge soaked, alive, shivering on the far bank. There is no time to rest. Shapes move ahead, another hominid band, drawn by water and fresh growth after rain. The encounter is sudden, explosive. Both groups freeze, then surge forward. No words. No warning. Stones clash. Bodies collide. Teeth bare in silent threat. A rival swings a branch, another is struck across the face. The fight is brief but brutal. Injury here means death later. The bands break apart, retreating in opposite directions, both unwilling to pay that price. Night falls heavy and cold. The storm passes, leaving stars sharp against the sky. The band finds shelter beneath a rocky overhang. An elder chews bitter leaves, presses the pulp onto wounds to slow bleeding. Others huddle close, sharing warmth, guarding the smallest bodies in the center. Hunger gnaws, but survival holds. As darkness deepens, several adults rise again, peering into the night. Standing upright, even briefly, gives them reach, vision, awareness. These moments matter. Over generations, such moments will reshape spines, hips, balance itself. This is how change begins, not in comfort, but in crisis. Dawn comes pale and cold. They move again, limping but united, drawn toward greener ground revealed by rain. Fresh shoots pierce wet soil. The band gathers silently, sharing food, strength returning in small measures. A child laughs softly, sound fragile yet defiant. They have endured predator, storm, and rivals. They remain. This is not victory. It is continuity. In these uncertain steps, sometimes on 4 limbs, sometimes on 2, the future of humanity stirs. Survival has demanded they rise, look farther, carry more, protect longer. And in answering that demand, they have taken the first true steps toward becoming human. The sun climbs higher, heat returning quickly to the savanna. The band does not linger. Open ground invites danger, and the smell of blood still clings to them. They move along a line of scattered trees, where shade offers brief relief and branches can be reached if escape is needed. Some members climb instinctively, scanning from above, while others remain on the ground, gathering fallen fruit and insects exposed by the storm. Life here requires flexibility. No single way of moving, no single strategy for survival. One adult experiments unconsciously, remaining upright longer than before while walking between trees. Their arms swing slightly for balance. The posture is awkward, energy-consuming, yet it allows them to carry more food in one trip. The group benefits immediately. This is how selection begins, not through intention, but consequence. Actions that help the group survive are repeated. Over time, bodies that support those actions endure. The day's peace does not last. A low rumble shakes the air. The ground vibrates beneath their feet. In the distance, a herd of massive grazing animals, ancient ancestors of modern megafauna, stampedes toward the river, driven by unseen predators. The band is directly in their path. Panic surges again. Trees are too sparse to offer refuge. Climbing will not save them. They run. Feet pound earth. Breath burns lungs. Several adults rise fully onto 2 legs as they sprint, arms pumping, gaining speed and visibility. A child stumbles. Without hesitation, an adult scoops them up, continuing upright, body straining under the weight. The herd crashes past, earth shaking, wind roaring with their passage. One misstep would mean crushing death. The band barely escapes, diving into shallow scrub just as the last massive body thunders by. Silence follows, broken only by ragged breathing. They have survived again, not by strength, but by adaptability. Upright running, even briefly, has saved lives. Imagine understanding this not as theory, but as lived truth, how certain movements become etched into survival memory. The group presses onward, driven by instinct to put distance between themselves and chaos. As the sun lowers, they find a shallow cave eroded into stone. It offers protection from wind and predators, a rare gift. Inside, they settle cautiously. One adult strikes stones together, sparks flashing briefly. Fire is not yet theirs to control, but the attempt itself reflects curiosity, experimentation, the same drive pushing bodies upright. An elder collapses, exhaustion overtaking them. The group gathers close. Leaves soaked earlier are offered for water. Food is shared evenly. Survival here is communal. No one thrives alone. A child presses close to the elder, small hand resting on rising and falling chest. Life continues because it is protected. As night deepens, the band sleeps in shifts. Upright silhouettes occasionally rise at the cave mouth, scanning the darkness. These moments of vigilance matter. Predators strike when guard drops. Standing tall keeps danger at bay. In the quiet hours before dawn, something changes. Not visibly, not dramatically, but meaningfully. Upright posture is no longer only reaction. It is choice. Several adults move this way naturally now, testing balance, conserving energy in new ways. Their bodies remember yesterday's escapes. Evolution listens to memory. Morning returns, gentle this time. The band emerges from shelter, moving toward a distant patch of green revealed by migrating herds. They walk, not elegantly, not efficiently, but forward. Children imitate adults, rising briefly, falling, trying again. This is how traits pass on, not just through bone, but through behavior. Imagine witnessing this moment in silence, the first fragile steps toward a future where walking upright will define an entire species. No celebration marks it. No awareness of destiny. Only survival, unfolding one step at a time. They disappear into the savanna, small figures against vast land. Yet in their persistence lies the seed of humanity. The struggle to stand, to see farther, to carry others. These are not just movements. They are the beginning of what it means to be human.